Hey guys, welcome to Daniel and Gian Talk, and today I'll be reacting to Kesari, the making of featurette part 1, which is great because that means there's going to be more than one part. So I'm excited to learn more about the production process, anticipation of the film's ultimate release. Can't wait for it actually, it's one of my most anticipated films of the year so far. I had no idea it was coming out, but when the trailer came out, I was like, all right, I'm on board, it's pretty cool. Gian and I watched that extra history episode, so we know more about the film than we did before, so I'm very curious to see how it all pans out. Definitely expect a review when the film comes out. For those who don't know, we have a community contest currently going on that's in the YouTube community, and the top 2 liked comments of the specific posts that you're seeing on the screen right now will be reacted to the following week. We're pretty excited. We kind of like this contest. We're going to keep it going for now. But without further ado, let's get into this making of trailer. So far, footage we've seen before.
Kesari is based on the epic battle of
Kesari, okay.
the most heroic battles seen in history.
That's how you say it, Kesari.
It's a story about the courage of 21 Sikh soldiers who fought against 10,000 invaders to defend their honor.
Nice pants, Akshay.
The film also touches upon the never give up attitude the Sikh has. There are 2 major action sequences in the film.
2. Huh, I wonder how,
One was in Spiti and the other one was in White.
wonder how big those action scenes will be.
Spiti was an extremely beautiful
Oh
place.
yeah. I love those cliffs.
It has its own set of challenges. The high altitude, low oxygen action choreography was quite difficult to pull off.
Didn't expect wire work there.
To create a battle that took place in 1897, we had to learn the traditional battle style then.
In those times, we didn't have these assault rifles, bazookas, and all they had was rifles. And those rifles, they fired a single bullet at a time.
Whole idea
Really?
was to take the gun, shoot one shot, then again load one more bullet. So it was not like 6 rounds have been pulled.
Interesting. I thought it'd be a lever action repeater, but I guess not.
The next one was Wai and Mumbai.
Whoa.
They were doing action scenes in that location. It was completely just the opposite. With extreme heat, especially with my heavy turban, was quite challenging.
If you ask me what was the most interesting thing to choreograph, it was the climax fight between Akshay sir when he takes his sword and fights all these hundreds of guys who storm into the fort and he's standing there and he fights them. That was just something else.
Oh, that was cool.
I've had one of the best time doing action sequence for Kesari because they were so raw. It was completely out of this world. The very premise of the film is something that swells my chest with pride.
Kesari, there you Kesari, I won't pronounce it wrong from now on. Yeah man, Kesari, I'm pretty excited to see this without a doubt. I mean, now I know for a fact that that last bit where all the soldiers are storming in is probably his last stand. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but based on the extra history episode, based on the context in which they're saying this stuff, it looks like that seems to be the case. But I already knew kind of the ending going into it, so it doesn't really bother me that much. For those who are wondering what that green tip was on his sword, that's so they can key that out later in green screen to add that like flame, the fire sword. So, but overall it's kind of cool. Definitely more wire work than I was expecting. That's not a problem though, wire work's fine because they'll just go ahead and CGI those wires out. You won't know the difference, which is why, I don't, a lot of times when people talk about CGI being bad and all this stuff, there's so much CGI that goes on that people just don't know about. And wire work's one of them. you know, this obviously doesn't have any vehicles in it, but in some movies, let's say they were filming on the street and then there's a car in the background and it's white and it's just so distracting and they don't want it to be white. They'll color it black, they'll color it red. I mean, there's so many things that people do. They'll do background extensions, like let's pretend there was a window behind me and, you know, behind me is supposed to be this paradise, palm trees, all this stuff. They'll just go ahead and throw a green screen on there and then add that in later. And subways and subway cars, you know, to simulate movement. And cars themselves, I mean, there's so many uses for CGI that really goes unnoticed, and so it's always cool to me to see background, you know, behind the scenes information on how this works, because as a filmmaker myself, there's always things you can pick up on, you can learn, especially if you watch the movie and you know, maybe you really like a special effect or something like that. You can go in and start to kind of see, oh, they used this, they used wrestling mats to give them a height so we can get this super low angle shot, or, you know, I'm just making all these things up as we go along based on what I've seen, and, you know, yeah, it's cool stuff. It's definitely cool stuff, and it's actually stuff that Gian and I want to do for this channel, and we will do, as a matter of fact. We're just waiting for scheduling, and yeah, expect that. Expect us to like break down some of your favorite scenes, you know, how they shot them, what kind of lights they used, and we'll recreate this stuff in our studio and all that. But do expect that. But in terms of this video, I thought it was pretty cool, thought it was interesting. Like I said, I've always been excited for it, kind of since I started watching the trailer. That first time I saw it, I was like, okay, this is definitely a movie I want to see, because it gave me that 300 vibe. The fact that it's based in historical, you know, it's historical fact, you know, just makes it even more inspiring, awesome, whatever, insert whatever word you want to use here, because pretty much any word can describe that, any positive word, because the movie does look good. Now, time will tell whether or not it comes true, but I'm excited. I'm willing to go there, and in terms of like go and pay to see it day one, and expect a review from me day one, because it's one of those movies I'm looking forward to. And it's kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool, because there's, you know, American films I look forward to, but now there's Indian films I look forward to. It's just fun. I don't know, I like it. What do you guys think of this though? Do you guys feel like it was too weak, not enough? I mean, I personally enjoyed it more than, say, like the 2.0 breakdown videos, which were just like a minute music video of like cutting different things. You know, this is, you know, Akshay, the star, talking about some of the things, you know, on the surface level. He's not going too deep, you know, it's not a 25-minute featurette, but it's enough to where you can actually see some stuff going on. I didn't know, I learned about the rifle thing. You know, I assumed it was one of those guns where you load the bullets in through the back, like the old Winchester rifle. That way you can have 6 shots. You can fire a shot off, cock it back, boom, boom. You know, that's the gun that won the West in America. That's what they call it. You know, when America committed a genocide against all the Native Americans, that was the gun of choice. But anyway, again, let me know in the comments what you guys felt about this. And yeah, curious to hear your thoughts. Are you guys excited? Are you guys gonna watch it? Is this your most anticipated film of the year? Again, let me know in the comments. Curious to know. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one.